smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you.
Hello my lovelies, this is simsfel and welcome to episode 56 of the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon series Generation 2. Today we're going to have a little bit of a relaxing episode where we follow vampiresses around the castle, see what they want to get up to, and think about a few things that have been brought to my attention over the previous episode or so. Let me go ahead, put this on play. Let Genevieve go ahead, and doesn't her loom? What am I saying? What the flip am I saying? I was gonna say, doesn't her room look so wacky? But I like it. It looks wacky. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It looks very wacky, but I kind of like it. Kind of like it a lot. But we're gonna let the ladies do whatever they want. Did I pop in their whims in the previous? Yeah, I did. I popped in their whims. So I will be dealing with all of those pretty soon. But some of you lovelies were actually dropping comments in the previous episodes asking me to do some sort of mermaid series with the new Island Living pack, expansion pack that's going to come out. I think it's coming out on the 21st of June. And I did pop in and say that I would be doing an Island Living series or LP on my channel to explore the mermaid life state, see what it's all about, and try and learn as much as possible. It's kind of going to be a little bit of a research sort of LP where both you and I learn together how the whole mermaid thing works, what sort of boundaries they have, what's different from The Sims 3, what we can do with them, what we can't do with them. And then, hopefully, all of the things we gather in that LP is going to form the basis. All the knowledge we gather, all the tricks of the trade, will form the basis for a new epic mermaid fantasy series that's kind of like what we have going on over here. And I'm hoping it's going to be just as fun as this. And I haven't conceived an exact idea yet. I have some plans, but I am going to wait for a huge milestone on my channel until I go ahead and pursue that. But I will be doing an Island Living LP so that we can at least do some research for that milestone when I do eventually reach it. But all of these things, it's going to take a lot of work in the background to set up a series as fun as what we have with the Vampire Amazon, because again, it took me a while to set it up and plan a bunch of things, and we did construct a whole heap as we played, but it had a really good basis and foundation. So I kind of want to do that with the new mermaid series that will be coming, but again, we'll have a little bit of fun with an Island Living LP. So just in case you guys were curious about whether or not I was going to do anything with that, and I know you guys got excited because this is a fantasy channel, and anything fantasy related, I'll be on it. Another thing that I'm really excited about, let's quickly jump over to the Queen because her daughter ain't doing anything interesting. And can we just go ahead and, yep, end the gathering. Thank you, you're not needed over here. But another thing that I was really excited about was the Realm of Magic game pack that's going to be coming out. I think it's going to be fall for those of you living in the US. Fall, autumn. It's going to be spring for me here in Australia. So that's going to be pretty fun. I'm very excited because all of the things that we come across in the Realm of Magic LP we'll be able to incorporate into the Vampire Amazon series. Not only that, it'll probably also help out heaps in the mermaid series that I end up doing. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So much fun. So I am very excited because I know a bunch of you guys agree with me in that it's about time they went ahead and listened to us fantasy Sims players and actually made something that we could use in all these crazy creative things that we come up with. We have quite a bit to work with that's come like bits and pieces from other packs, but I don't feel like we have as much as we could have, you know, that whole medieval, old time, old age, what am I trying to say? You guys know what I'm trying to say. Fantasy-esque, crazy sort of things. We don't have a lot of that, and I'm really happy. I'm excited. I hope they give us a whole bunch of things. I mean, this is possibly going to change the way that we have furniture. Obviously, I'm looking forward to new skills, possibly new powers. I don't know if they're going to introduce a new life state or if they're going to combine a few life states. Who knows? We might have witches that come in. We might have, I don't know if they would bring in werewolves, but witches definitely seem like something to incorporate in a realm of Magic LP. I would think that is what you'd do. So who knows? We might be actually getting a couple of supernatural life states. We might even get fairies, who knows? But I think we'll be getting one, if not two, life states, including mermaids with the packs that are about to come out this year, making this year, personally, the best year for The Sims 4. So I'm quite excited. If any of you lovelies are as excited as me, which I know there is going to be a couple of you out there, please pop down in the comments below and let me know what you guys are thinking. I know some of you lovelies, I actually found out through you guys on Twitter because I wasn't keeping track of a bunch of things, you know, uni assignments and whatnot. But yeah, so you guys have been quite nice in letting me know about those things. But again, if you have anything in particular and excited about, any details that you know about the packs, any speculations you have, feel free to jump down and just get excited with me because I am definitely excited. So okay, let's go ahead and actually continue with the Vampire Amazon episode. I've been just rambling about everything but this actual series. But okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do. And why is this over here? I am just realizing this now, but what the hell? Why was the violin over there? No, just pop. That's right. You come down here. You don't need to be in odd places. That was funny. I don't know what it was doing all the way there. Well, I'm going to pop you all the way on this side. Can I possibly... I can't rotate you. Okay, I'm going to have to... I need to rotate you because it's kind of irritating me. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Wonderful. So I'll leave you over there. I don't know how you got in that corner. But let's go ahead and start doing the whims. Persephone did something she was proud of, apparently, and she wants to go get a present. So I'm going to send her out. And she's going to do exactly that. She's going to open up a present, and we'll see what she gets. We'll see what she gets. And another thing that happened in the previous episode that nobody was freaked out about, which I guess is kind of good, but then, I don't know, I've been having some funky ideas. But, as you guys saw, Freya was feeling a little bit odd. Just a tad bit. I mean, she's a loner, and you'd kind of expect her to feel the way she's feeling. Again, you'd think that she's actually happy being by herself and not doing much, but apparently not. She doesn't feel as though the princess life is what she thought it would be, and she's kind of disappointed. At the same time, she doesn't get why her older sister is always happy about being a princess, living in the castle. She doesn't see the glamour in it all, and we don't know why. I mean, I do know why she's frustrated, because, again, she doesn't find castle life as exciting as she thought she would. Oh wow, she got some cash. What the heck? A duffel of cash. Okay. Oh yeah, it's that criminal thing. Oh, that's hilarious. She found some simoleons, which I guess that's great. That's great. Simoleons are great. That is fine. She was happy with that, which is important. Who else did we have? We had the queen left, and the queen wanted to go ahead and freshen up in the mirror, and she's feeling a bit better, so she can do that. And oh my goodness, the queen is in her second trimester. How exciting. How flippin' exciting. And you guys have been awesome in leaving names in the comments below. I've added to my list that has been running since Generation 1, so thank you so much for that. Every new name that you guys give is appreciated, because they're all really, really cool, and I like it a lot. The queen has been getting very, very romantic with Morgana recently. Very. I don't know if it's pregnancy hormones or what, but she's feeling it. Regardless, let's go and get her to freshen up a little bit. So she's going to freshen up. She wants to be a bit flirtatious, a bit romantic. And in all honesty, it doesn't come as a surprise to me. Personally, I think it's about time. Not because I've been wanting to go ahead and get her, you know, romantic or anything. It's because she has a romantic trait. She is romantic as a vampiress. So it's about time she's been displaying that, because in her entire time as queen, she has never made any romantic advancements towards anyone, I think. She had a fling with someone when she was a teenager. Actually, not a teenager. She was an immortal. When she became an immortal under her mother's rule, then she had a fling with someone, but that didn't last too long, obviously. And then when she became queen, she never pursued anyone, which was surprising. So although her marriage to Morgana might be forced, I think she's starting to find a little bit of happiness in it, which is really weird. But yes, it might be weird to us, but perhaps not so much to her. I think she is starting to find a little bit of happiness in this, because in all her years, all her centuries, because vampires live for ages, and so we got to be a little bit creative when we think about how long they're living for in terms of, our series. It goes by for us in days, but for them it might be years, who knows. So yeah, she's been living a very lonesome life. Hasn't exactly... I'm surprised because she hasn't, for someone who's been romantic, she has never had, at least not as far as I can remember, a lovelorn sort of moodlet. So I don't know what that's all about. Normally my romantic sims have the lovelorn moodlet, which she hasn't had, which I find a tad bit crazy. But there we go. So I think now that she and Morgana, look at that, she's chatting with Morgana. Now that she has someone, she's in a relationship, a union with someone, I think when she's thinking about romance, or she's becoming slightly more inclined. All those dreams she might have had of, ruling side by side with someone, having a spouse, a consort next to her, I think all of those dreams, she's starting to see parallels between her dreams and the reality she's currently living with Morgana, which might be odd for us, but then again, these vampiresses are quite twisted. This wouldn't be the first twisted thing they've done in their lives, and I wouldn't be surprised if the next generation had even more twisted things to come. But there we go. We have that. She is the first vampiress, the first queen that we've had. Not vampires, but the first queen we've had that has been married. Her mother was a one-woman party. She was not interested in sharing her attention, her feelings, or her empire with anyone. Now, I don't think Narcissa is sharing her empire per se with Morgana, but she's definitely, or in the beginning, she definitely shared a little bit of power with her. And I think she is slowly but surely starting to give pieces of herself away to Morgana. She's giving her feelings, her affection, her love to Morgana. Now, they haven't had, or at least she hasn't had, the whim to have her first kiss with Morgana, and I don't know if that's going to show up because they've already had a bunch of romantic interactions. I don't know. Normally it does show up. It has in the past, which is why I don't want to get her to... Hold on a second. Yeah, they haven't had their first kiss. So I don't want to do it until they get a whim for it. Or if they get a whim just for a normal kiss, then I'll count that as a first kiss. But they haven't had one, so I'm not forcing it. Regardless, let's go ahead. And I think I actually completed everyone's whims, so we need to pop in some new ones. And in a little bit, it's about to be Tuesday, or it's about to be the hunting grounds opening. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and possibly work on that. Either in this episode or the next episode, probably, most likely, in the next episode. Actually, I don't know, we'll have to see. We will have to see. But let's pop down some of the whims these ladies want to complete. Okay, Freya wants to play in the rain outside. It's not currently raining. It might later on in the week, but it's not raining right now, so I'm not going to put that in. She wants to level up in the creativity skill. Oh, good job. Good job. I'm very proud of you. My Sims rarely want to level up on their skills, these vampiresses. And the way I play it, I kind of leave it open to them. If they want to go ahead and pursue something, they can do that. If they don't want to, I don't force them to. So it's making me really happy that she wants to go ahead and actually level up in the creativity skill. Okay, and Genevieve, she's sleeping. We'll wake her up in a tad bit and see what she wants to do. Persephone wants to play foosball, of course. She's been all about fun recently, which is fine. I have nothing against it. Morgana wants to play in the rain. Fuse together a mystical relic. I'll actually pop that in. I will pop that in, actually. Do we have the pieces to fuse together a mystical relic? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. We have this. We have a death relic base, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we have treasures. I don't think we have treasures, actually. Yeah, I don't... Let me just check the family inventory. Maybe Lilith might have had some before she died. Well, we have this relic. Does that count? I think that was... Lilith had that. We have another relic base. And we have this relic, which is a golden relic. But it's already fused with a base, I think. I'm going to pop this out here, but I think it's already fused. Yeah. And if I'm right, I do think this was something that was used in the marriage that happened between the vampireses. I don't remember entirely how that worked out. We're gonna have to see. But I might have to refer back to season 1. But I think that was something that was used in the marriage ceremony of the vampires. Must have been. Because it's already got a crystal inside and everything. Yeah, I don't think it's something that, I'm going to leave it there, but I don't think it's something we can fuse. So unfortunately, and death relic, wow, Morgana's thinking about death. I don't think we have anything to fuse with that. So I'm sorry, Morgana, you're going to have to just shuffle your whims along until we get something we can actually do. Oh, look, she got a whim for the queen. She wants to embrace Narcissa. Okay. Narcissa wants to go on vacation to Granite Falls. That's nice. You know why? Because we have VamFest coming up. But again, honey, we have a while till VamFest. So unfortunately, you can't fulfill either of those. Anything here that you want to do? She wants to play in a leaf pile because it's fall. And we actually, hold on a second. Is there a leaf? We have a leaf pile. It's a stinky leaf pile, but we do have a leaf pile over here. So I am going to pop this in because at some point, hopefully, we'll be able to come out here and play in this leaf pile. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We have one right in the edge over there, so I can work with that in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to have to go ahead and wake Genevieve up. How's her energy? Honey, she is sleeping in at this point. Okay, she also wants to play in a leaf pile, which is fine. I can work on that. Both she and her mother want to play with that, and I don't mind at all. Now, Morgana, I feel as though you should tend to your gardens. You don't need to water this, though. What about the plants here? Does she need to water? She needs to... You need to weed this? Yeah, she needs to weed these areas. Spray area for bugs, and then water all her plants. She hasn't been working on that. She kind of needs to. There was a period before the queen got pregnant where she was just obsessed with the garden. But that obsession quickly kind of died. Yeah. Not because she's not interested anymore, it's just because she realized that she probably had other things she needed to do, and she was hogging everyone else up by going ahead and wanting to do nothing except for gain or level up in her gardening skill. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. She's been working on her own thing. That's very nice. That's very nice. And something that's been very interesting that I've been exploring in terms of Morgana's character when I've been writing my short stories has been this crush that Morgana has had on Narcissa since they met for the first time. I really do think Morgana kind of liked Narcissa from the beginning, but I don't think Narcissa ever thought about Morgana in that way until now. I think now Narcissa is actually starting to see Morgana in a romantic light, whereas beforehand, it was the other way around. Morgana was all about Narcissa, and Narcissa was like an angel, or more like a fairy of death, and she was so stunning and just dark, but also good, and I think it was everything that Morgana wanted to be, everything Morgana thought was perfect. And so she had this crush on Narcissa this whole time, for a long time, since they were young. And then at some point, she kind of just couldn't wait anymore, and she ended up forcing herself on Narcissa. And now, after all this time, Narcissa is starting to actually see Morgana in a different way than what she has been seeing her as this whole time. And now, that might be because Morgana has taken a step back and is not really obsessing over the queen as much. I think maybe it's because Morgana finally feels more secure. Now that they are married, they are each other's, you know, they've been claimed. Nothing can tear them apart. Their union is never going to disintegrate because, again, it was a pact made with the devil. So I think she feels more secure. She doesn't feel as though she needs to be around the queen all the time. She doesn't feel as though she needs to protect her relationship with the queen because that's already protected by something that she kind of did not too long ago. So who knows? If you guys have any feelings about this, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. But from what I've been exploring in terms of Morgana's character, I think that is what we are seeing right now, which is very fascinating to me. Very, very fascinating. Okay, my darling Fra. Also, when we come back in the next episode, who knows, we're probably going to be exploring a little bit with the hunting grounds and seeing that. I actually might work on that right at the end here. But anyways, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye. For a long time, something had gone unnoticed in the furthest corners of the bay. A clearing that sat huddled between the creek running down the mountain and a secluded pond had transformed into a thickly wooded forest. While Queen Narcissa was busy ruling her empire and fighting political battles in the castle, the landscape had begun to change, and that too right under her nose. Now that things were calm and peace had returned, Morgana had sensed a shift in the forest. They weren't alone in the bay. But what was it that had claimed the land deep in the woods? Concerned, the priestess took her worries to the queen. She explained what had happened and why they couldn't sit still. Indeed, there were many things Narcissa would have prioritized over seeking out mysteries and uncovering potential threats. But this time, she agreed with Morgana. They needed to protect their borders better. If there were intruders in the forest, then they would be dealt with and an example set. Satisfied with her conclusion, the queen called for an investigation of the mysterious forest. She summoned Persephone to the throne room, with Morgana following close behind. With both assembled, she laid out her plan. The three of them would head out in the night and find out what was frolicking in the woods. This would also be a great opportunity to find out what had taken root in the clearing.